All right. Woo! Let's go. So Tears of the Kingdom. Good choice. Good choice. I think for me personally, this is my bread and butter. You know, I got so many gemstones from fighting all those taluses, but unfortunately, the taluses um in the depths are going to be twice as hard because they're filled with gloom and they're mad annoying. Actually, I might stay on the surface and fight some Hinoxes. So Cocoberu. Yeah, man. Good old. You should go skydiving. Nice, brother. What game is this? The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It should be somewhere in the title or something of my live here. I'll go skydiving soon, for sure. I might go skydiving to get to these Hinoxes, though. So we'll see. I'm using my Zelda notes to scope them out. And then we'll go Hinox slaying. Tears of the Kingdom. That's right, Benjamin. Tears of the Kingdom, man. Tears of the Kingdom. All right. I I totally Um, I'm ready to go fight these things. Hey Sarah, good to see you, my friend. Wonder if this is close enough to fight it. I used to really love fighting Lionels because um they Lionels give you so many arrows, guys. They give you so many arrows. And I'm always lacking arrows. I used to love fighting the Lionels because the drops that they give you are amazing. They give you the Lionel Savage Lionel bow. They give you lots of arrows. They give you the little Lionel Reaper part you can fuse. It was amazing. Amazing. And now I need to get up there. These wind currents should help me. Gotta love a good Keith's eyeball, huh? You should max out your stamina. I already did. All right. Well, there should be a Hynox somewhere over here. And we're just gonna take it out. Hynoxes are a lot different than um yeah. They're a lot different than, how do you say, the Taluses we've been fighting. They're a little dumber. Huh. He's not in this area. Maybe he's inside of a cave or something. I did see a cave entrance at the bottom there. Let me see if there's a cave entrance around here, guys. Yep, there is. So usually if he's not on the surface, like the Zelda notes are telling me, it's typically in some kind of cave. Some sauce. We will. Oh, here it is. Oh, he's so big and ugly. no. He's done for. The thing about the weak ones is that we don't really have to use too many resources on them. And I get some cool new weapons too. Not bad at all, huh? All right. Let's see where the next one is. The next one is here. Can I get to this place though? Maybe if I skydive. So I'm gonna jump from the sky. Hmm. So guys, usually I know you've seen me playing a lot of other games, but my typical game is Zelda or something in the Zelda realm. Looks like it's a stall, the the skeleton one, a stall knocks, but he's not waking up. What's going on? Is it too early in the day? Hmm. This is making no sense, guys. Why is this thing still not awake? Let me check to see why he's not awake. Hmm. What stream am I gonna do tomorrow? What's up, Blaze Monkey? Well, tomorrow I'll probably be back on Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna play a little bit of Animal Crossing because I need to make sure I'm keeping up with my residents. How am I? I'm doing pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. Bro, this rain. I cannot start a fire if it's raining. Maybe I could start a fire under those rocks. Maybe I can build something. Hmm. I don't know. Let's see. What do I have for Zone 9 weapons? Lunai devices. You like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. They both have their place. They're both really fun games, but my typical game is Breath of the Wild. I mean Tears of the Kingdom because it's it's everything it's everything Breath of the Wild has plus more. Both games have their place. Breath of the Wild has an amazing story mode. So much love and respect to Breath of the Wild. Always great characters and an amazing. Oh, it stopped raining already. I built this whole rain structure, but it already stopped. All right. So, what is this game? Um, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Let's see here. Where's the wood? Here it is. I hold a wood key, and then boom. Yeah. All right. So now we will sit until night. All right. So I think according to Zelda notes, the Stalnoxes don't wake up until like 10 p.m. in the game. So that's actually good information. I can now head over to it. So what should I make? I don't know, dude. You gotta decide. You like Breath of the Wild more? Both are really good games. But as you can see from some of my recent videos, I played both. But I think Tears of the Kingdom, it has more to offer to the experience. Not saying it's not saying Breath of the Wild is bad, but I just think Tears of the Kingdom has more. Bro, where is this? Where is this Hinox? Um, it has more things to offer you. Link is a lot stronger in that game, and there's his W. And there's a lot better abilities that would make you stronger, and make the adventure not not necessarily easier, but um makes the adventure simpler for you. Only thing Breath of the Wild has always is wind bombing. Yeah, wind bombing. But even that, that's a glitch. So it's like that's not really, you can't really count that to say why it's better, you know? Um and so you know, even though it has that, you know, here's the king. For example, I'll give you an example. So in Breath of the Wild, you have the runes, right? You have magnesis, cryonis, you have stasis, all that stuff. And that's really cool and everything. Um, but then, and those abilities are useful, don't get me wrong. But then you come to Tears of the Kingdom and your abilities are basically broken. You have recall, you can rewind time. You have Ultra Hand, you can move objects basically using your own magic powers. You have Ascend, you could phase through objects, right? All these are Zonai abilities. So you have all these things. And it's making you a stronger Link, plus it's making your adventure a lot simpler and easier. There's a fuse ability, you can fuse weapons, you can fuse things to your arrows. Um, the fusibility in and of itself is basically, you know, basically OP. You can auto build, basically ascend, recall, ultra hand, fuse. Those are the things that makes this link a little stronger, right? Or a little better, I should say. Ooh, it's awake. I never played Silk Song yet. I'm sure it's a great game though. World of Warcraft. I was never a World of Warcraft kind of person. I'm more so a RuneScape guy. Breath of the Wild is endless, definitely. But Tears of the Kingdom has probably twice as more because there's so much to do in Breath of the Wild on the surface, but Tears of the Kingdom has the Sky World, and searching the sky islands if you can maneuver them well. Sometimes people they aren't really good at making their flying machines, so they could barely do anything in the sky. But if you're gonna do anything in the sky, you need to master the Zonai devices and in the depths here too. Get all the light roots, defeat all the mini bosses, and find all the secret treasure down here. And then on the surface, there's more too. I'm really far in the game. Yeah, I love old school RuneScape. I grew up on that one. So Breath of the Wild, while it is fun, I'm not taking anything away from it. I just think that um, Tears of the Kingdom has more, and it's a solid game. You know, it's a basically a sequel. So if you played Breath of the Wild, then I think you would enjoy this. The only thing you might miss is the champion abilities, uh, the Master Cycle Zero, uh, and you might miss how you know you might miss a couple things, but really this game brings all that in here into it, you know. So you're not really missing too much because it's just a lot, you know. It's just a lot. So such is life. How much shrines do I have? I have all the shrines in this game already. Like I said, I I beat this game and I almost 100% everything. The only thing I'm doing now is doing all of the mini bosses in the overworld, which is why I'm currently fighting. This is why I'm currently fighting all the high noxes. So all these markers that I put, these are high noxes sleeping or something. Yeah, so I got all the shrines already, man. Got all the shrines. So next high nox will be this one in Blatchery Plain, or near it at least. So let's see. After this, what are you gonna do? After I 100% Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, which, what's up, Fire Dragon? Good to see you. Which, keep in mind, I started this game years ago when it came out, but I beat the main quest and took a break. So I just recently came back and started to do all the side stuff. Because just as Breath of the Wild is endless, this one's endless too. Um, you know, just completing all the side quests, um, getting all the armor sets. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, it just has more. I think I'm happy that people love Breath of the Wild. Um, but if they really took a deep look, they would see how much more Tears of the Kingdom has. Yeah, and get all the Korok seeds. That's a whole beast in itself. Yeah, yeah. I started playing Tears of the Kingdom basically when it came out, also. Um, so just keep in mind, I did beat the main quest, but all the side quests and all the extra stuff, I kind of saved. Not saved, but I just didn't really do. to get all the seeds, it's a little difficult, but I would say it's easier in Tears of the Kingdom because there's the special Koroks who are always trying to get back to their friend, you know? The ones with the big, really big backpacks on who can barely move. And those, when you send them back to their friend, instead of one Korok seed, you get two. So to get those Korok, you know, to get all the Korok seeds in this game, I think it's a little easier. And I think there's a total of 1,000 Korok seeds. Some of them are, you know, the backpack ones where you get two. So it's a little bit less work to get the full amount because if you get two every time, of course, it's going to take less trips for you to get them all. In Breath of the Wild, there's 900 seeds, but oh, look, it's Nadra. In Breath of the Wild, it's 900 seeds, but each Korok only gives you one. So, just thinking about that, did I try to land on Nadra? Nah, I don't have time right now. So just thinking about uh how each one how you only get one seed per Korok in Breath of the Wild, it could be a little tough. And sometimes in Tears of the Kingdom you get two seeds when you meet a Korok. So that's that could be kind of helpful. But yeah, um, the Korok seeds, that's always the hardest part, really, for any of these Wild Era games because, um, you know, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, it's always the hardest part. Always the hardest part. But I mean, if you're a completionist, if you live for this kind of stuff, and if you don't mind searching, I say it could be really fun. Hmm. Looks like that's another win. That's another one down. We're going Hinox hunting today, boys and girls. What's up, Reaper? I'm so good, thank you, Blaze. I love the Sky Islands because it's just floating rocks, but you always find random stuff on those islands. 5 arrows here, couple arrows there, breaking some pots. Amber, arrows, 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 apple. Good. Switch 1 or 2. This is a Switch 2. I've beaten this game, so I reset and I have nothing done. I see. Cool thing about the Switch 2 version of it is that they give you 2 files instead of one. What's up, Bob? So I like the Switch 2 edition because, you know, you get to use Zelda notes. Oh, snap, it's a Stelnox. Had no idea. These things don't wake up until late at night. Ugh. Your arm still hurts. Why does it hurt? Why does the arm hurt? I need to build a I need to build a flame with my right here. Oh snap. I'll make it nighttime. Stelnoxes wake up at 10 o'clock, but it's not gonna wake up if you're next to it. So sleep till 9. And then we fight our Stelnox. They're being right here in Hanu Pond. What country? I live in the United States. Typical little country, right? Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna get my phone charger, please. Awesome sauce. What do you work as? I'm a teacher, man. Teacher during the day. Anybody still in school here? If you are, I could help you with some work if you need it. What's up? What's up, Immortal? How's it going, my friend? Not much is new. Just playing tears. Playing tears. When I was a teacher, so great. I teach mostly elementary, but I do a lot of work with middle schoolers too. Revan, how you been, man? you been, my friend? Ouch. Dang. That's what I'm talking about. Well, good for you, man. That's another high knocks down. Uh, third grade teacher currently, but I tutor many grades. Yeah, this is Tears of the Kingdom, Shane. All right, next Hinox. Where they at? Where the Hinoxes? Oh, there's only one left. All right, let's fight it then. What you talking about, Red Man? Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is a fun game. Hopefully this is not a stall Nox. Okay, Blazed. Thank you, buddy. I'm trying to think about what kind of videos I want to post for next week. All right, now I'm posting Breath of the Wild videos. Ooh, there's another Hinox. These things are nasty. Look how angry he looks. Oh, that's a black one. Game, set, and match. Okay, Blaze, I got you, buddy. Famicom Disk System. Oh, that sounds weird. Famicom plays cartridges, not discs. So I wonder what that means. Awesome sauce. All right, guys, I'm gonna look to see where the next couple of Hinoxes are. All right. So the next Hinoxes, there's one in the Elden region. There's one next to the waterfall. There's one right here. Um, hmm. One next to the waterfall. There's one next to Squabble River too. That's so odd. And then there is, dang, they got one all the way next to Elden Mountain. It's kind of far up there. But hey, that's just the nature of the beast, right? All right. So on two, and then there's one. Oh my gosh, there's one near Central Square in Hyrule. Castletown Ruins. That's weird. There's one on the plains right above the castle. And then finally, there's one in this place on the far left west side of Hyrule Field called Giant's Forest. It needs a belt and a ram cord. Oh, interesting. That's really interesting, man. All right, so now we're set to fight. Let's see here. So where do we start? The screen looks like a mess. Let's start with this red one here. Well, Rayvon, that sounds interesting. I wish you the best with your console. Floppy disk like game. That's kind of weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's just interesting. Interesting. But good luck with that one, man. Huh. But no, but like, I think that's really cool because floppy disks are, how do you say? Floppy disks are kind of primitive. um, they don't hold much data. Are you kidding me, dude? You just shocked me. You made me drop my sword and my absolutely amazing shield. But is this something that you created or is something that you are just um Ramcord understood? Is this something you created or is something that you just are how do you say refurbishing? Refurbishing. Interesting. So it's actually a real console then. Well, Nintendo's main hardware, it came out around that time. Oh snap. The NES. And it used cartridges and stuff. Ooh. So I think it's really interesting that there's something like what you're talking about here. I think that's pretty interesting. Family computer disk system. I have to look into that because it sounds quite interesting. Sounds, yeah, I mean, in Japan, the NES, the first Nintendo system that you typically would think of, the NES, It was also called the Famicom, but in America it's called the NES or the Nintendo Entertainment System for short. So that's actually it was Japan's NES in 1983. Interesting. Well, that's definitely something to look into. Oh snap! It was hard finding Channel 96. What do you mean by that? I see. Well, that's it's quite interesting to think about. It's very interesting. Very interesting. USA and Japan TV are a bit different. Understood. It makes sense. I didn't know Nintendo had a system that old. I mean, I knew they were experimenting. Um, essentially, Nintendo was a toy company. The first thing they came out with was I think they called them Hanafuda cards or something like that. So they kind of started off as just a toy entertainment company. And I knew they went into consoles, but I didn't know they had one that early. Pretty interesting. Oh man, another Style Knox. Very interesting. Very interesting. But as you can see, Nintendo's changed a lot over the years. Most of their most of their work is basically entertainment. But um, their systems are very unique nowadays. They don't try to compete with the other gaming systems and companies. They kind of set themselves apart by always making unique changes to their hardware. The Wii being motion control, they really thrived in the Game Boy and DS era with portable gaming. It was basically they were basically untouchable with those. Their IPs are pretty powerful. Link, Zelda, Pokemon, Kirby, Zelda. What's the joke? Why don't gamers ever get lost? I don't know. Why don't they ever get lost? They always follow the map. Understood. That makes complete sense. Yeah, maps are pretty much essential in most games. I find that in newer games like this, there's a lot of secrets, but it is pretty. That was a pretty lame joke. I won't lie, but it's lame but true. But I find that there's so many game guides to help you complete games. But nowadays, having a map is like a cheat code in itself. Oh, snap. Oh. Nice. What is it? It always makes you laugh. What is it? What's up, Abdul? How's it going, buddy? You feeling okay tonight? Awesome. What kind of games do you like, man? I'm playing The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Does this taste funny? That's pretty hilarious. Oh man, little Quark needs to reach his friend. Let me see if I could help him out or something. You get a Switch 2? Yeah, I'm currently playing the Switch 2 edition. So yeah, I got a Switch 2. Oh man, I don't have any more fans. All right, so back to the High Knocks. Yeah, so I'm playing on a Switch 2 edition, and I'm using Zelda notes to help me find everything to 100% the game. So right now I'm fighting the Hinoxes. Awesome. So let's head on to the next one. This purple one right here. So what I realized is if you want to have good weapons like a bow, a sword, fight the Hinoxes. If you want good arrows, then you fight the Lionels. So I know where all the good drops are at least. Let's go ahead and fight. Hmm. Apparently there's supposed to be hmm. There's supposed to be a Lionel somewhere around here. Hmm. I wonder where though. I mean a Hinox. This is really odd. Maybe there's a well somewhere around here too. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it only comes around at night. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's come back to this area and see if hmm. I still don't see um I still don't see anything. I wonder. So odd. Where is it? Is it underground? Maybe there's a whole I don't know. This doesn't really make sense. Huh. There's a well here. This well might lead over here. There's also a cave right here. It doesn't seem likely that it will lead to anything. I don't know, man. Well, what's up, Reaper? Let's just see what happens with if I go in the well first. Trying to find this. I don't know about if I'll play Animal Crossing later or tomorrow. It's already pretty late, so I might play it tonight. I just don't know for sure. We'll see. I guess it. I will I might play it, man. Understood. But I'm gonna think about it. If I don't have anything to do, I have to, I might hop on it. Hey, Cameron Bowl. Hmm. This place is interesting. Huh. It's like a maze down here. There's really nothing down here. I don't think this is the place. Well, let's try this one. Hey. Spiky spear. Interesting. Double frog. Hey, Hypermind. How are you doing? Just playing some Tears of the Kingdom. Oh man. $100%. Something like that. Something like that. Huh. I'm looking for the style knocks though, cause on I can't find it in Central Square. It doesn't make sense. Let me see something here. Nah, forget it. I'm gonna find that one last. Let me see if we can battle this one. I searched everywhere. Just don't see any path to it. Maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe there's a cavern under near the lake or something. Right now, I'm just fighting all the overworld bosses, many bosses and stuff. So I'm using Zelda Notes to find all the high noxes on the surface. Making good progress here. All right, there should be a high nox somewhere around here. Oh, it's another stall nox. Oh snap! Too early in the day. He's not gonna be active until later. Sheesh. All right. So I'm gonna put a marker there. Or back to this area. And then I'll trek my way up there. Be nice if I had some kind of vehicle. I could always make some kind of vehicle with the Zonai devices. But I'll take a nice little walk because I have to wait until 10 p.m. anyway. So might as well take my little time. Hmm. Darn it, I should have placed one of my travel medallions there so I can fast travel back to it. Awesome sauce. All right, guys, we're gonna take a little break. Modern Smith signing out, and I'll see y'all maybe a little later.